Hey guys, OG Albini here, and with the new year coming upon us here just tomorrow, I have a really cool project that I want to announce to you guys, something that I've been wanting to do for ages now, and that is going to be starting up, one, my own league, which I've run multiple leagues before, I've been in a ton of leagues, but two, more importantly, a Showdown upload required league. Typically when you see leagues on YouTube, it's going to be Wi-Fi leagues with Wi-Fi creators and things like that, people more content focused, but I think a really important thing is to kind of showcase the Showdown side of the community and the people who typically don't upload and really focus on honing their skill and honing their craft and have played thousands and thousands of games, been playing the format since, Gen 6 in its inception and really built a name for themselves in that scene. I want them to get that spotlight, and I really want to expose the Draft League YouTube community to some of these talents and things like that. My goal is kind of envisioning like how, the old MPL days back in like Gen 6 and 7, how those leagues were seen by the community as like, a really hard league to get into where great players were competing at a very high level and really taking it serious. And so that's what this is going to be. We have some guys who have played some Wi-Fi. I'm sure you see on the list, like Aster, A12, T-Row. I'm pretty sure Fish has done some Wi-Fi. But a lot of these guys, they're, Draft League mainstays that have been around the community for ages, have been playing in tournaments like DPL. What was the Smogum one? Was it DCL? Was the Smogum one? Draft Champions League? TDT, Clash of Kings, a ton of different tournaments, playing in these high-level leagues and really getting really solid. And I wanted them to showcase their solid skills as players each and every week and kind of grow that side of the community and give more incentive, too, for Showdown creators, because it's such an easy thing to start up and do, right? And it's the best way to start growing this community is by having not just the people who have the fancy capture cards and want to record, but just the people who download OBS, throw some music on in the background, and record the screen while they play the Draft League games, man. You really don't need too much to get going, and that's kind of the point of this guy. So we obviously have our coaching list right here. We have Rye, King L5, Fist to Your Doom, Habita, me, OG Albina, which, I'd like to caveat, I think I'm like a bottom 5 player in this league, and I don't think I'm bad at Pokemon at all, but there's some great players in this league. We have High Jump Sean, JCM Shadow, T-Row, who is a BBR coach, you might know him from other places, Zooch, A12, who has been dipping into the Wi-Fi scene, Aster, who is going to be a BBR coach and is a former GBA coach, so he's dipped his feet in, both sides of the community, and then Burger. Again, just 12 coaches this time. I wanted to keep it nice and small, just to kind of get our, it off the ground and running and things like that before we really start to expand and look upwards. But this is something I definitely plan on running long term. The league is going to be called The Greatest Showdown, as a play on the Greatest Showman, and it's it's a showdown league with a ton of the best players that the community has to offer. It even has a little Slow King top hat, which I think is cool. Here, I'll pop the logo itself on screen right above me. I definitely think it's a really cool one. Big shouts to Aster for making this like on a whim. One night I was like on a plane ride home from Toronto and he was like, I got a logo. I was like, oh shit, I ain't gotta get one commissioned. Let's go. So I'm definitely really excited about this. I do just want to give you guys a little preview of the draft board and the draft order. These draft analysis will be going live the 11th of January, so we still got a good little bit under 2 weeks, about a week and a half. The league will be uploaded on Thursdays each and every week. Each one of these coaches will be uploading. I'm going to go ahead and link them all in the description below. And what I really want you all to do is go and subscribe to each and every one of these coaches. One of the best ways to ensure that this project does well is showing these coaches support, because that's a great motivating factor for these guys to put out the best commentary and content humanly possible for them. So, going into this, I think it's important to note kind of the rules, right? This is going to be a 25-point board, so it's pretty darn expanded with free Terra Preview. You have up to 30 Terra points, so you can spend 30 of your points, like if they're Terramons, 30 of those points can be designated to Terra, so like a 23 and a 7, for example, can Terra. A Pokemon's price is going to increase if they can Terra, because it is Terra tax. We have 120 points, I believe it is, and we can select between 9 and 12 Pokemon. We vote in a lot of these tiers on whether or not Pokemon would be allowed to Terra, whether or not they would be Terra banned, what their pricing would be, different complex bans, and things like that. And yeah, with that being said, we can kind of take a look at the board here. You see that they did elect to allow mons like Blaziken, Chien-Pao, Darkrai. We have Dragapult, Valiant, Palafin, Spectre, Great Tusk, Chiyu, Dio, Urshi, and we obviously go down and down. You can see the Pokemon and their individual Terra typings here on the screen. Hold on, I'm going to try and make it a little bit more zoomed in for you. That's probably fine. We're just going to say that's fine. I don't know what that is, to be completely honest, that it keeps... Oh, that's what that is. Come on, Owen. There we go. We're gonna move it down just a little bit. But you can obviously... So, a Pokemon like Blaziken, these guys are all going to be Terra banned. Tusk is the first Pokemon that is allowed to Terra in the top tiers, and it goes up to 23 points. And then from there, obviously... You can go ahead and see Excadrill with Terra 21, Goldango with Terra 20, things like that. Pokemon like Manaphy become immensely better, go all the way up to 24 when they Terra and things like that. So it's something to keep in mind. There are Pokemon like Greninja that don't necessarily want a Terra, so only getting 2 more Terra, only 2 more points on the Terra is big. Pokemon like Latios, we have a lot of 18 points banned. And just to show how this works, let's go ahead and let's say Rai drafted Excadrill first overall. Spoilers, he did not. We can go ahead and put Excadrill here. You'll see that it is now 16 points, right? And then if I click on the button, I get a check mark. It goes up to 21. And you can see that goes out of his total budget, and he has up to 9 more points to Terra. So multiple Pokemon will be able to Terra, high tier and low tier. This will be free Terra preview, so you'll see the typings going into the battle. This is going to be our draft order for the season. It goes Rai, L5, Fist, Habitat, Me, Sean, JCM, Tiro, Zooch, A12, Aster, and Burger. So basically the same order that you see right here is going to be the draft order. And then again, like I said, on the 11th, we're going to go ahead and throw up draft analysis. Again, I really do implore you to go sub to each and every one of these coaches. I'm going to really plug this in my Discord server, but again, I think it's the most important way to really push this project out and you know, kind of grow this community and things like that. It's something I'm really excited to play in, man. I'm really excited to, you know, play a lot of these guys that I've played before or haven't even gotten the chance to play against yet. It's going to be really cool, and I'm definitely excited. So if you guys are excited as well and you want to drop a like on the video, show some support, drop a comment, let me know who you're most excited to see play in this league if you are, you know, a Showdown head and mostly play on the Showdown side of the community. And if you want to just drop a sub, we're 10 away from time of me recording this the night before from hitting our end of the year goal of 3,000. We're at 29.90, so if 10 of you want to hit that sub button, I really would appreciate it a ton. We'll just barely get by and get to our goal, and it would mean the world to me. And yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much else we can say. Like I said, uploads will start on the 11th. From then, each and every Thursday, you will have uploads for 8 weeks for the regular season, and then 3 more weeks, obviously, with playoffs. And we'll crown our TGS champion, and once or twice a year, we'll run this league again and see what guys we can get to play and all that stuff. So again, drop a like if you enjoyed, sub if you're new, and again, I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.